Happy Saturday, friends. Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope that your weekend is off to a good start and that you're, maybe celebrating a 3-day weekend in some cases. My daughters have a 4-day. They had Friday off. Uh, I don't know why. Then they had the normal holiday on Monday. So, they are set. My school actually is closed next week, so I have a few days off next week. So this is a nice sort of celebratory launch to my time off I'm getting here soon. So it's nice to see you all, be hanging out and talking comics with you. Lots of good things to share. I got some books that I picked up. I got some giveaway items that I'm preparing for the end of the month for the members. I got some boxes to go through from Ruben Guzman. I got them sort of piled around me. I even picked up the first item on my 2025 hunt list. So we got to go through a lot of different things today. Should be a lot of fun. But let's kick it off with the chat, saying hello to James Las Cruces. Hello to New Mexico from California. Hello to Florida, my man Rod the Rican. Rod, not enough praise, I think, for how well you spoke some truth on the Legion channel's live stream yesterday. I appreciate you. And then there is Mark. What is going on, Mark? Had a great, vibrant, exciting Friday morning stream like he always does. And I'm planning on trying to join and be there next Friday. So early morning, folks. I should be there on. I'm going to try to do a whole run. Get there early and hold it down like Rob does. So we'll be the California contingent next Friday on Mark's channel. We got JP who's complaining that Doom may be causing some rivalry. Doom and Storm. It's like peanut butter and chocolate. Two really great flavors that go together. I'm a fan. More so than her hooking up with Wolverine. I kind of, I'm feeling it. So it's not playing both sides if it's all together. What is going on? Matt in Clemson, happy Saturday to you. And we got our neighbor to the north, TM Nerdy, up in the frozen north. I hope Canada not too cold this morning. I hope you're doing all right. Christina Payne, how you doing, Christina? I'm so impressed by your consistency in your physical health and all the things you're doing. I really need to borrow some of that motivation. I really need to get onto a better bandwagon this 2025. So seeing your posts, they're inspirational, and you keep it up. You're amazing. So very, very impressed. That's all on Instagram, of course. And let's see who else we got. We got MJ Comics in the chat. What's going on, MJ? Happy Saturday. I don't know if he's got the I don't know if he's going out to see the movie this weekend. New Captain America movie this weekend. Anybody going to see that? Let me know in the chat. Any Captain America fans? Let's see. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. I'm watching you, TM. I'm watching you. I can see you. Yes, spread the love. There it is. Yes, all about it. Magic Lasso is going to be very excited, although he already knows about my first book off my 2025 hunt list, because he has been massively helpful in that process. Christina is dropping all those awesome links in the chat for the community, so you can definitely check out those. What's JSS Brooklyn's in the chat? What's going on, man? How's Saturday going for you? Oh, he did see it already. That's impressive. I may have to go on my own. I don't know how pumped my girls are, although they are Harrison Ford fans. I raised them right in that regard. But we've fallen off the Marvel bandwagon. I haven't seen the third Ant-Man movie. I haven't seen the Marvels, which I hear is good. So it's all on Disney Plus. We haven't gotten around to it. I finally showed them Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever, which I really like and I feel like holds up well. It's just slow. It's just long because of obviously the challenges they were dealing with regarding Chadwick. But I finally got around, showed the whole family that film, and I still think Namor is superior in the MCU to the comics, although, I haven't read enough of the comics, clearly. I just always thought he was such a gimmick in the books and yet so well utilized. And so I'm excited if they continue him meeting up with the new Sue Storm at some point. I'm down for that. Let's see. Gonna wait on Captain America. I see it. Yeah. The Thunderbolts trailer was definitely funny, and I saw the trailer at the Super Bowl. So there you go. For folks who saw the Cap film, were there any great trailers dropped? Ooh, good question. We got Ian, my friend, Tacoma Comics is in the chat. He's squinting at the sky. All right. Okay. Let's see. Hey, they like Fonzie? No, they don't like Fonzie. Ian likes comics. So do I. Ian, happy Saturday to you. I hope your Saturday's kicking off well. Things are going well. Let's see. Black Panther? No. Marvels? Yes. And I heard good things about Marvels. I respect that Black Panther 2 is not everybody's cup of tea because I understand it, the pace of it and but I mean, Angela Bassett gives a phenomenal performance. Love the Namor in that. So I'm an apologist for Black Panther 2. I respect that there was a lot of challenges in that production that they wouldn't be able to normally, anticipate. But we'll see what that universe becomes. I really do hope they can turn that into something extra special as it goes forward. All of that's very challenging. But let's talk about Doom. I got Doom on the thumbnail. I got Doom all around, and there's a reason for that. That's because I'm still continuing to work my way through this massive omnibus, Dr. Doom's Book of Doom. And I'm now currently reading the Marvel supervillain team-ups. And there were 4 of them included here. Yeah, he's with, looks like Namor for a bunch of it. In fact, this cover on the front here is the 4th Marvel supervillain team-up issue that he is in. So I'm working through that Bronze Age stuff. Whoa. I finished all the Silver Age stuff. If you missed that live stream with me and Stu, we were having a lot of fun talking about those early appearances of Dr. Doom, which ones are great reading for you if you want to catch up on the character, learn a little bit more about Dr. Doom. But here's a supervillain team-up issue number 1 with him and Namor. So that's the stuff that I'm reading right now. I've never read a supervillain team-up comic before, so this is kind of fun. And one of the reasons why I purchased this omnibus, besides the fact that it's good for exercise, they have so many issues that I haven't read for Doom. I would say that first live stream we did covering the first, I don't know, whatever it is, 12 issues or so, I probably had read only half. And this second volume, I would say it's about the same because I have read all the X-Men issues in this volume and I've read one of the Iron Man issues, but I haven't read any of these supervillain team-ups. There's also a Web of Spider-Man, I think, issue. So there's a lot of stuff in here that I haven't read, and I'm just kind of looking forward to diving into that. I agree, Brooklyn. That's a phenomenal cover, and that is included here along with, I think it's 149, the issue right in front of it that also has Doom. It's got that close-up of his eye, and you can see Iron Man in his eyeball. Really good stuff. And I haven't read that one, but I own and I have read 150. So this has really been on my brain a lot. Obviously, the Fantastic Four trailer and the announcement of Robert Downey Jr. playing the part at what was that, San Diego last year. I have mixed feelings about it. I don't know that I'm gonna have a definitive answer until we start seeing him on screen or seeing how they utilize Downey Jr. If it's just his voice, they can do a lot of things with his voice that I think. If it's also like an alternate universe Doom, I'm down with that as well. So I'm curious how that's going to work out on screen. But for me, it's just been a chance to go back and read some good Doom stories, some classics that I've either missed or that I love and want to read again within the context of how they fit into the history. Because that's the other cool thing about this is having it all sort of in that chronological order. It's an opportunity to kind of piece together the journey of Doom, as it were. Oof. So that's where that's going. You got to make sure you're subbed up to my man, Dr. Doom's Fan Club. Stu will be on his channel on the 25th, so 10 days from today, and we'll be diving into the Bronze Age era of Dr. Doom. So that's worth your time if you want to continue the discussion and hear a little bit about it. We're not really like spoiling the issues as much as diving into the ones that are working well and what it means for the character of Doom. So for someone trying like from the outside to like get to know the character, figure out what to read, you'll get some good recommendations from these live streams. That's my hope, at least. See, Ian says, I actually didn't pick up the Doom event this week. Not sure why. Well, let's talk a little bit about that. Let's see here. Did I miss anybody's comments? Let's see. Lasso says, I have that supervillain team-up issue in my collection that became the cover of the Omni. There it is. Christina, thank you. You're not wrong. I got about 90 subscribers left until I hit 3,000. And I'm starting to piece together what those giveaways are going to be like, because I have a lot of big ideas planned. We should have a big fun live stream and lots of prizes given out to people. I haven't done a big giveaway party since 2K, so it's going to be another opportunity to kind of shake things up a little bit. Let's see. TM says, I added Savage Dragon to my pull list, which was a good portion of the earlier issues of Savage Dragon. Haven't picked up any of the new issues because you and Immortal Biggie Shack say that Larson is still killing it on the series. I have not read the more recent stuff, so if that's what I said, I'm sorry about that. For me, it's all the original stuff. I'm starting to buy the hardcovers that Image has been releasing for those. I think they're not like masterworks. I can't remember what they're titled. But they've released 3 of the first few, and I think it takes you, it's like each volume is a year almost of the book. So I've been grabbing those as they come out, because those are the first 125 or whatever up till spoiler, because it's now on like issue 300. The first 125 is Savage Dragon, and then when he dies, his son takes over and becomes the new Savage Dragon, and that's who's the Savage Dragon today. It's a rare comic book that kind of lets its heroes age, and as they age up, life happens, marriages, divorces, injuries, children, all those kinds of things. And so the original Savage Dragon has passed on, and his son is currently taking over. So I've only read the original volume. I haven't read Malcolm, who is his son, and that journey. I'd be very curious to know how it goes, though. And what is on Kenneth Bird hanging in the chat? What's going on, Kenneth? Yeah, but the question was, the current event in Marvel. One World Under Doom starts this last Wednesday. It started this last Wednesday. And from here through, I think it's a 12-issue maxi series, we are getting 12 months or whatever, 6 months if there's 2 a month, of this event. Doctor Doom seems to be taking over the world, taking over all the world leaders, and only the heroes can stop him. But of course, he's always one step ahead. So what I did was I went online. I don't do this often, but Big Time Collectibles had a John Jang variant cover that I really loved. Yes, give me that. They had a Virgin variant, but I like the trade dress usually, and that's definitely how I went on this Doom cover. He's got that Sorcerer Supreme costume with the cloak and everything. I love it. And of course, I had to snag. I'll grab this one. I had to snag the John Tyler Christopher negative space variant, which is gorgeous. And I actually liked it so much, I bought one for you. And by you, I mean somebody in the chat. One of my channel members will win the Virgin variant. I guess you could call it the negative space variant for One World Under Doom. I'm giving this away when I also give this away at the end of the month. This is that great Lucas Wernick Polaris variant. So I'm giving those away at the end of the month. If you're a channel member, you can be entered to win one of those. So throwing that into the box, there'll be a trade paperback and some other comics thrown in. At the end of each month, I randomize my list of channel members and give away some fun variants. I usually throw in a Storm cover as well, just because I got to keep up, that Storm guy title as best I can. So people like Matt and Clemson, they're going to be in the running for winning one of those, both of those, and some other goodies. And I may give him a shot at what I like to say, perusing the library and choosing his own trade paperback he wants me to throw in. Last month, I forced Rob Boswell to take the Beneath the Trees Where Nobody Sees that's signed by Patrick Horvath, because I really wanted somebody to get that book soon and enjoy it. But I got a giant pile, DC, Indie, Marvel trade paperbacks, and I try to give one away each month as well. So all that stuff is coming out to you. But let's talk about the quality of the story. I did a YouTube short on the first issue this last Wednesday because I really was enthusiastic about it. Like, I felt this was a good start. I have not been reading I think it's Ryan North's Fantastic Four. That's kind of the book that I guess leads into this, although we really haven't seen Doctor Doom much in the last 6 months. He became the Sorcerer Supreme last summer at the end of the Blade event called Blood Hunt, and then kind of went into hiding. And now here we are 6 months later, and he broadcasts to the world that he is now the leader of Earth. and that all of the nation's leaders have agreed to give him autonomy over the world, and that he only has a handful of rules. No fighting amongst each other. You're not allowed to have any war among one another. It's Doom's way or the highway. So peace is most important. And second, he gives universal health care and education to everyone in the globe. He wants to create a thriving populace, right? So fascinating sort of, I don't know, Bernie Sanders-esque doom that we're getting here, where he is creating this sort of new version of Earth. But what the superheroes feel is that there has to be some kind of evil machination behind all of this, right? Something is not really the way it seems. Are these characters being controlled by magic? Scarlet Witch says she has no signs of sorcery. Are they being replaced by Doom bots? Possibility. Is he, because they do, I don't want to spoil the end of the issue. It has some really great twists, but we know from Doom in the past, he often will use Doom bots, and they can look like anybody. The quality level is so high, they can be very deceiving, right? So what is he doing? What is his real, because he never lets you in on his real plan, but what is his real plan? What is he up to? And that's kind of been the fun of this first issue. It's not an action-packed issue. There's a little bit of action, but most of it is trying to get one step ahead of Doom, and that ain't easy. So that was me. I really enjoyed the issue. I'd be loving to hear your thoughts. I missed it. Aggro, where is he at? There he is. What is going on? North is, I'm very new to Ryan North as a writer. I'm curious to go back and read some of his FF. If you're reading it aggressively, let me know, because I hear really good things about it, and I may have to go back over this little break and read a ton of them. Ian says, did you read anything before one? So I did read the event where he got to become the Sorcerer Supreme, and it's really good. Blood Hunt is a very underappreciated event because it's totally original. This isn't Civil War 4 or Secret Wars 19, right? This is a different kind of event, and I thought they did a great job of having it have lasting consequences, with Doom becoming the Sorcerer Supreme, with Miles Morales becoming a kind of daywalker like Blade. There were some really good things that happened there. And we got Rod the Rican in the chat. What's going on? Hot Rod. Hope you're doing well, my buddy. Trade dress is better than virgin variants. Almost always true. Comics should have writing on them. I prefer titles, corner boxes. I can agree with all of that for sure. I mean, it made me laugh when I thought about it, and I heard Cliff on Comics, who is live right now, great guy. He said something along the same lines, and it made me giggle. I definitely laughed at that. Do the Doom bots make fembots? Do they date the fembots? Are they stirring that spaghetti sauce? And there's my guy Stu from Dr. Doom's fan club. Stu is not only a channel member and has a chance to win some of these cool. I'm sure he already. Maybe you already got the John Tyler Christopher Doom, but Stu, you have a shot at winning that. But he's also talking about that omnibus with me that I was just holding up. So I'll be on Stu's channel in just a few weeks talking about Dr. Doom in the Bronze Age. So make sure you're subscribed over there to make sure you don't miss any of that. We got Sleepy Reader in the chat. What's going on, Damien? I'm going to be seeing him hopefully in April when I come up to Portland again. Hope things are going well for you guys. Let's see. I'm here for the Doom conversation. What is going on, Mark? Good to see you, sir. And again, I plan on being on Mark's Friday stream this coming Friday. I've got Friday off, so I'm going to wake up early, get my coffee, and hang in with those guys because it's been a hot minute. Talking Doom again. I mean, I'm in a Doom phase. I feel like between the omnibus I'm finally getting around to reading, the big Marvel event, the Robert Downey Jr. news, the Fantastic Four trailer, it feels like we're entering a Doom era in some way. I feel. What's going on, Mark? He's dropping all the emojis that we got on the channel here for channel members. We got Roscoe in the chat. What's going on, Roscoe? He just did a big move. I hope you're doing okay, bud. I know moving can be stressful and exhausting. Hope things are going well in your neck of the woods. Let's see. Adam says we're all doomed. We're all doomed. I don't know. Maybe. It has been a hot minute, right? I dodged a couple hot messes, but you know what? I can bring my own. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. I don't know how if I can even show you. My wife made a latte for me with a. It's got a heart, gang. It's got a little heart in the foam. Mark goes live, Rod, he goes live every Sunday night. He goes live usually once during the week, usually for New Comic Book Day, and he goes live every Friday morning for a really long, epic, epic early morning stream on Friday morning. So yes, Mark goes live lots. Um, I'm telling you, he has shifted. He is no longer a Storm guy. He's trying to steal Stu's title as the Doom guy. I can be both. I can be the Storm and the Doom guy. There's lots of good comic book covers telling us that, right? That's totally possible. So, what I would say is check this out. There's going to be a bunch of fun tie ins. I'm excited for the Strange Academy as the Doom Academy. That's going to be coming up here soon. Next week is an issue of Storm, all centered around Doctor Doom because she's been in Latveria of late. So, I'm sure that's going to be part of the One World Under Doom storyline. So, there's a lot of fun tie ins. There's even a cover. I think it's Fantastic Four 29. I don't know how to like not spoil it. The cover is the spoiler because it's Ben Grimm laying on the ground surrounded by rubble and Sorcerer Doom standing over him as if he just transformed him back into a normal human. Like it looks phenomenal. The cover is chef's kiss, so good. So I'm very, very excited about it. Yes, I was on the Jane Gang this month. I went to the Big Time Collectibles website and snagged. I like the trade dress more than the Virgin variant, so I snagged that, and I snagged an extra because I wanted one for me and one to give away. I snagged an extra John Tyler Christopher variant because those are fire, fire. Let's see here. My work is done. I'm sure you have, but the Camelot arc from 149 to 150 is a great story in What If with an alternate ending. I don't know if I've read that one. I'll have to go and check that out. I appreciate that. I'm so proud of myself that I knew Mark's schedule well enough because usually I catch part of the Friday morning one, a snippet of the Sunday one, and then when I'm at work, I usually am in the chat for Mark's middle of the week show. But he's talking Captain America 4, as he always does. For those of you that want a spoiler-filled weekly discussion show, if I wasn't playing Dungeons and Dragons at the same time, that would be the one to go to because whatever shows, whatever movies, whatever comics you want to talk about, it's full spoilers. And I absolutely love that. Oh, I got a new channel member from Rod the Rican. Let's play Rod a little something. I appreciate Rod joining up. Let's see, what would Rod like? He probably like the cursing robot.
Wow, a super chat. Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. And a little Hawaiian for you. Thank you, Rod. I appreciate you joining the crew. That means Rod's got a chance to win those comic variants and a trade paperback here soon. So I appreciate that. Folks, it's not my job, but hit the like button. There it is. You did your part. That's all that matters. Let's see here. Make John read more DC. That's the truth. My man, Rob Boswell is the only new comic book channel member. And he every month he picks a book for me to read. He's been a strictly Marvel homie, so it's been easy reading for John up to now. But who knows? Let's see who else we got. Did I say hello to Shop for Comics? I'm sorry if I did not, my friend. Good to see you, sir. And that means I can put up John Doom, right? Now let's see, where's he at? There he is, John Doom. Boom. It is all about Doom. See, it always has been, JP. It always has been. There it is. That's how that works. And a super chat from Brooklyn. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you. Let's give you a little something to enjoy here. Let's see. How about I haven't played this one in a little while. Appreciate you, JSS, for that awesome drop. I appreciate the super chat. I try to buy. What I do is my LCS always has half off trades. There's always like a whole wall of them, and I just peruse through it. Anything I love or want to read, I just snag and I fill up this little massive shelf next to me here. And then whenever I need to read stuff, I can pull it out. Whenever I need to give stuff away, there's always goodies in there that I feel confident people will enjoy, right? Agro says Ryan's Fantastic Four is great. He's been doing some quirky science problem one-shots that like to give its readers a little real-life science lesson. That's kind of cool. That is cool, man. Hey, Rod, we don't talk about Scott Snyder around here. That's not allowed. What's going on? Hull is in the chat. How's it going, man? And it sounds like a lot of people are really pumped on Ryan North of lately, and I'm very limited in my knowledge, but I will say this. Issue 1, it's hard to get issue 1 events done right. Events these days can be really, really sketchy. So this gave me a little bit of hype, and I'm going to try to read as many of the tie-ins as possible, and I'm going to keep up with the main title and then whichever ones like Storm that I'm reading independently. And I'll probably grab all of the Doom Academy issues because you know me, I'm a Strange Academy nut. And adding Doom in there just makes it even more awesome. So there you go. That's the big reading that I've done of late. Those are the big the single issue pickups for this last month. Or no, sorry, week. But let's get into a couple more. I posted this on Instagram. I shared it with some friends as well that I snagged this from my LCS as my big pickup this week. When I went to get my poll, I saw this on the wall and I thought, you know what? That price is really great. Let's just throw it all in and get this amazing, technically Bronze Age appearance of Shazam, but the first time that the character had been back since the Golden Age. So long absence from comic books, and now Mary Marvel and the Mother Marvel gang all back here in this issue. So very pumped to have one of these in the collection. I've never owned this book, never, ever, ever. And my LCS has only ever had a couple, I think, in the time that I've gone there, which is significant. So I was excited to see one on the shelf. The grade was really nice. The price was really nice. So it all kind of came together. It was not a book I was even hunting for. Part of me is like, maybe I give it away at some point, but for right now, she's happy in the home. Going to hold on to her for a little while longer. Enjoy that. But let's talk about the book that I know Ryan has been patiently waiting for in the chat. The first book off of my 2025 hunt list. And Damien, the first book off my 2025 hunt list is an omnibus that is out of print, and I didn't know if I'd be able to find this year, but thank you to Magic Lasso. This is the Volume 2, the George Perez Wonder Woman omnibus, Volume 2. I had so much fun reading that first omnibus, enjoying talking to JP and Magic Lasso about the character, about the history, about the amazing work of George Perez, that I was watching for volumes 2 and 3 to be at a good price. Ryan, the gem that he is, hit me up and said, hey, there are 2 copies of this floating around the $100 mark, which for me, I mean, that's cover price. And if I can get it for $100 shipped, which is what I got, that means I got a nice little discount on it for the shipping, and boom, an out of print omnibus now back in the collection, or in the collection for the first time. I'm very excited. This contains issues 25 to 45. So it's basically the second chunk. The first 24 issues were drawn and written by George Perez. So this was very exciting for me. Yeah, very, very pumped on this, and gonna be getting into this at some point in the near future. Very, very exciting. So, my first big check off of the omnibus want list for 2025 done. Very excited about that. Let's see here. So I did see this new image series coming out that I'm interested in called We're Talking Everyone Down With Us. We're Talking Everyone Down With Us. Long title. Interesting. Written by Matthew Rosenberg. All right. I'll have to keep an eye out for that. I know that Jason Aaron had a new series called Bug Wars that I heard good things about that just came out this week, a new issue number 1. What is going on, brother John? Good to see more handsome Johns floating around here. Happy to see that. Yes, these second and third George Perez Wonder Woman omnibus are out of print, hard to find, and usually cost you way more than cover price. So getting one for cover price shipped, right, was a really good find. I put in a low bid and they accepted it. Very, very happy. Let's see here. I've got a few boxes I want to go through. I wanted to highlight my goal here. I'm also wanting to mention this. I am reading more of the Hickman Fantastic Four as I work through that. My hope is to finish another one of these volumes in the next week as I'm continuing this kick. So that's my goal there. But I'm also trying to put together some really fun prizes for hitting 3,000 subscribers because I'm about 90 subscribers away. So it's going to happen in the next couple of months, I think, if I can keep this pace going. So I want to give away some things. I'm going to do one giveaway for the people. I'll probably do 2 giveaways for the people that are in the chat that night whenever we do the big party. So lots of opportunities just to be hanging out and win stuff. I want to do something for the channel members, so I'll probably have a prize specifically for them that I can randomize for hitting 3K. And I'll probably do one for commenters. So those 17 of you watching now or anyone catching this on the replay, what I usually do is take one entry per person. Anybody who has commented on my live streams or on my long videos, I don't know if I do the shorts as much because sometimes that's a little inconsistent, but I include all those people into a special spinning of the wheel because that's a special kind of person. That's that Las Cruces kind of person who takes the time to come back to a video, leave a comment. It's really cool. So I try to reward that kind of cool friends. So my goal is to have at least 4 prizes that I'm giving away, which means I got to start pulling things together. I got to start adding things in. So I'm working on culling through the collection to kind of see what do I want to give away, what will be a good prize, and then keeping my eye out when I go to the LCS. Is there something cool on the horizon that I want to snag? So that's my goal of late. What is going on? We got Bob in the chat. I hope to see Bullseye Bob when I get up north in April. I hope you're doing well, my friend. It was nice to have a coffee with you last time. We need to do that again. Yes, JP, we still need volume 3 at some point, right? That's got to happen. We got Wellbore in the chat. Good to see you, sir. John's Comics with Kids is 90 away. Yes, that is about right. That seems about mathematically accurate. So that is my goal. So I've been pulling things out like some of those early Rogue appearances in ROM. I love this series. I think it's underappreciated, and those 2 early Rogue appearances get ignored too often. So here I'm throwing that. I'm definitely going to be giving that away at some point. That got thrown into the box of giveaways. So lots of things like that as I go through my collection, as I reorganize with all these new books I've gotten from Ruben Guzman. I've been kind of trying to organize those pieces together a little bit. So let's get into some of those. I've got 4 boxes from the Ruben Guzman collection. For those that don't know that, Ruben lives about 5 miles away from me, and he's culling his collection down because he's got a little white tiger on the way. And so I got 26 short boxes. He says 25. It was 25 plus a magazine box that was mostly empty, and which was great for me because I have a bunch of magazine-sized books, but they were sideways in a different box. So I kind of put them all together. I'll show you the ones he added to my collection, and if we want, we can go through what I own. What's going on? Old Wolf is in the chat. What's going on, Tony? Some of these I've never read before. These are, a lot of them are Black Label books, right? So the first one is called One Dark Night. This is the one that Jock did, right? And I got book 1 and book 2. I don't know if this is a book. How many books are in this series? Has anybody read One Dark Night? I feel like I might have read something of it. I don't know how many of these there were published. What is going on? Scotty Vaughn says, for Latveria. He also gave me the Jeff Lemire, the Smile Killer, Batman, the Smile Killer, issue number 1. A bunch of these I've never read that one. He gave me a whole bunch of Harleen, which I freaking love because I have a lot of love for that series. But I thought it was a 3-issue series. I'll have to get to my own here. So there's book 1, cover A and cover B. Whoop, and book 2, cover A, whoop, and cover B. Whoa, I'm going to drop them. I don't want to drop them. But I thought it was a 3-issue series, so I may need to snag some more. Let me double check because I've got. Whoop, here, looking at my arm. Sorry. Yes, there's my Harleen set. Oof. So for my Harleen, that's Batman down. I've got 1, 2, and 3. Yes, I've got this cover. I've got that cover, and then I've got the Insane Asylum. So it is a 3-book series. I may just go and snag a few more because the truth is more people need to read that. More people need to know what that's all about because it's really good. It's really, really good. and there's a really great hardcover of it you need to get. So I may complete these sets and then pass them on to somebody. So if I can snag a couple of book 3s at a good price, I can fill those out. Harleen is fantastic. One of the best slow descents into madness stories. Yeah, I like it way better than The Killing Joke. I think if that's sacrilegious, I'm apologizing. But The Killing Joke felt unnecessary versus this felt vital to the character. And what I loved about it was a lot of times Harley Quinn writers struggle to get both sides of her personality. They might nail the insanity or they might nail the intelligence because this is a doctor. I think some people don't nail both. And this book nailed both for me. Kind of like I love the way in the alternate universe of the White Knight, the one that has several spinoffs, right? Curse of the White Knight and then Batman White Knight. They do a better job, I think, of showing us the two sides of Harley Quinn by actually having each of them be a different person, which I thought was kind of cool. So that was a good version. Okay, and then there's Joker and Harley, and I don't Criminal Sanity, and I don't see a number on this, so maybe it's just a single. No, there's a number 2 on that one. So I got I guess this is issue 1. I've never read that one. And this is issue 1, but this is issue 2. And this is issue 2. So I've never read that. Anybody know that one? That's a new one for me. Okay, so this is different. Oh, wait, what is going on here? I'm trying to follow this. This one's called The Smile Killer. This one's called Killer Smile. Is it? Am I confused? Or and they're both Jeff Lemire and Andrea Sorrentino. So I'm confused by that. And there's another. So I got to figure out the Killer Smile versus the Smile Killer. Somebody needs to help me with that. I'm lost on that. And here's book 2 of the Killer Smile. So I'm assuming this is a different book. Come on, DC. Come up with some new titles, man. Give me something different. Give me something different. Killing Joke is the most overrated story of all time. I wouldn't disagree. And Harleen is a better alternative, in my opinion. What is up, Comic Cap Collectibles? Happy Saturday to you. Criminal Sanity was dope. It was like a true crime take on the story. And I believe it has Miko interiors. Ooh, Miko Suyan, very good interiors. What's up, Brian? You've been incredibly busy this morning, sir. Not only with your own stream, but then jumping over to Philtastic. You've been a busy gentleman this morning. I hope you're taking a breather here, putting your feet up or something. So those are the magazine-size books that were sent to me in this magazine-size box, which I've never owned a magazine-size box before. Ooh. And I can show you what I own as well, if that's interesting to anybody. I showed you the Harleen, and of course I have Batman Damned, and that stuff might be kind of boring. Everybody's like, oh, everybody's got those. And I've got Catwoman Lonely City, and let's see if I've got issue number 1. Oh, got Poison Ivy cover, Living the Dream. Issue, so it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. I've got all 4 issues, although they're not in order. So let's fix that real quick. 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Got all those. And let's see. The more interesting stuff is going to be the older stuff. So let's grab those now. Ooh. All right. You know that I've got God Loves Man Kills. And I've got, I think, 2 of the first print. Yep. Here. 2 of the first print. I got a 5th print slabbed behind me signed. I got 2 of the New Mutants. Both of these are first prints. I've got Donnie Cates, a Tomahawk. He signed this for me when he came to my LCS once. Very fun. Of course, everyone needs a Death of Captain Marvel. I think this is a 3rd print. I don't know that I marked it. I think it's a 3rd print. I've got the art of John Byrne, signed by John Byrne on the inside. There's a signature from him. So I had to have that. I've got Son of the Demon, a great Batman story that gives us arguably our first look at Damian Wayne. Man, you decide for you. The Aladdin Effect. I just did a short on this the other day. This was a gift from my man Magic Lasso. And he also sent, I think, this French Adieu Tonade, which is like a French reprinting magazine size of the Life Death storyline where Storm's losing her powers. Of course, I've got The Last Ronin. I even have the X-Men Super Activity book, basically a coloring book. And then, of course, the big two. Since it's a Doom day, we've got Emperor Doom. Gotta have it. Gotta have it. Marvel graphic novel number. Does it tell you which number? Marvel graphic novel. It doesn't tell you which number. Usually they used to include the number. Whatever. And then the other one is the Triumph and the Torment. Doom and Strange together. This is Mignola artwork. Absolutely fantastic. If you haven't read these, I'm excited to read these again, and as they fit into the omnibus. Both of these are included in that Doom omnibus. So yes, lots of goodies there. Son of the Demon predates Kingdom Come. Definitely the true first Damian appearance. Yes, and I'm a fan of Robins in general, so I try to get a lot of those books. I need everything Tim Drake and Damian Wayne, no matter the key significance. That's my kind of collector, TM. I appreciate you. We got Trev, the shipping guru, in the chat. What's going on, Trev? I was in his live stream just a couple days ago, chatting and hanging out with people in the chat. Very, very good. Let's see here. Did I miss anybody? Lonely City is very good. Sleepy Reader. I agree. Big agreeing there. Gorgeous books. Love the Burn book. Yes. And I was so pumped to open it up and see a signature on the inside. I don't think I even knew that it was signed until I opened it up. I don't remember paying a premium for it. You know. All right. Let's see here. Let's get all those back in the box. Just try to clean that up a little bit here. Ugh. Sorry for the noise. All right. Those are all my magazine size comics. I know I've got a bunch. I should say not a ton. It just fits one, like 3/4 of one short box in the end. And then I've got behind them, I've got all my sketch covers, all the blanks that I want to take to get signed at cons and things are all kind of kept in there. So that's all my party box there, I guess you could say. So lots of goodies in there. It might be getting hard to tell your spouse you don't have enough comics. Fair. That's been an interesting conversation over the last month, Trev, or sorry, Damien, because getting all those boxes from my man, Ruben definitely forced me to have some awkward conversations with my spouse. Yeah. See how it goes in the future. All right. I wanted to do more of the boxes from Ruben. I've got three more of them laid around me here. I'm going to do a DC box because I feel like I've been doing too many of the Marvel boxes, although I do have probably more of those left than I do DC. But let's do another DC box here. And let's see. I'm going to go. This looks like a lot of. Oh, goodness. Okay, I got to stop here at the beginning somewhere. This is getting out of control. This looks like a lot of Brian Michael Bendis. So Ruben does a great job of alphabetizing his boxes and keeping things kind of organized well. So I appreciate that. So this is the letter N box. We're starting off with Naomi. And I've never read any of this series. If anybody has, please let me know. He's got some of the second prints. And there's this, this is the first print, issue number 1. Is this her first appearance? I can't remember how that worked in the story, but issue 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's 2 copies of this one. Was this a scene? Oh, is this when she actually like takes power? Is that what it is? Maybe that's what it is. Like gains a superpower. Up until then, is she just like a civilian? Yeah, and then she gains her powers. That's what that one is. 6, and then there's a 6-issue limited series right after. So let me grab those. This looks like issue 1. This is called it's season 2. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It was definitely hot for a minute. I just never read it. The Naomi of the Judds. No, not that one. Not that. No, Ryan. No. He's wrong. This next section is kind of massive. So let's see if I can separate it out. Okay. Oh. And I've never read this series. So this series is definitely new for me, but I do think I have an issue number 1, possibly. This is part of Jinx World. This is Brian Michael Bendis's Pearl. And I think I have a copy of issue number 1. Has anybody read Pearl? I don't know this one. So there's a couple of issue number 1, a couple of issue number 2. It looks like he was way into Pearl. There's issue 3, a couple of issue 4. Wow, I could give away a whole set. Yeah, here we go. Issue 5. What are you playing through? I see you, Tony. Issue 6. At some point, he's going to just start getting one of each, right? There's issue 7. Woo! This is why that was such a large section of the box. He had 2 of each one. Issue 8. Issue 9. Whoop, don't fall apart. Issue 10. And issue 11. Does it say 11? There it is. Yeah, 11, 12, and the second cover for 12. David Mack. So yes. So I've never read Pearl. This is something I could check out. And in fact, I could give away a whole set of these and still have a whole set for myself. So that's a ton of good stuff to enjoy there. I did not keep up on that Jinx World stuff, so I'm way off of any of that. If anybody recommends it, tells me I should check it out, let me know. Did I miss Gore Vidal? If I did, I apologize, Gore. Let's scroll up here. I see Brian. There he is. Those awkward conversations are commonplace at my LCS. I don't know which ones we're talking about. Naomi had one season of a WB show and it was awful. I'll pass on that. That doesn't sound like fun. The TV series killed the hype. There you go. That'll do it. That'll do it. I have heard of Pearl, but it looks like Ruben really enjoyed it. It does, right? So that's a good sign for me. Well played, Tony. And because of that joke, Tony, I'm not gonna give it away to you, but I'm gonna show you that the next book is something I know you'd like. It's Phantom Stranger, a 20-cent. This would be early Bronze Age, if I'm not mistaken. Issue number 23, giving me the what is that? Phantom of the Opera vibe. He's cutting the chandelier. So look at that. There's a 20-center. Tony went from I'm making jokes to now I'm cursing in John's chat. There you go. So that's a goodie. I'm going to have to put that one aside, I think, because that might be a fun giveaway option. Cliff on Comics. What is going on, Cliff? Happy Saturday to you. I hope your show went well. I caught the first half and then jumped over here, but I hope things are going well. Starting to really love the 20-cent era of DC books. Well, there you go. There's a 20-center for you. Then we're getting into I got some questions. Yes, this is issues 3, 5, and 13 of The Question. The Danny O'Neill era, I'm assuming. I don't know. I didn't know that he did a run. So I've not read this. Sienkiewicz worked on some of these covers. That's pretty awesome. Interior art is by Cowan, though. Okay, there you go. I've never read this as well. Some goodies there to enjoy. And let's see here. No, I don't need that. We'll back it up. Back it up. Okay. Oof. All right. Yes, I know you're a big Question fan, TM. And I think I have a few like other Question books. I want to say might have some other ones from that era. The Question was good. All right. Gore says it's a good question. Then he's got some Rorschach Black Label series here by Tom King, which I have not read before. So issue 1, issue 2. Whoops, sorry. There it is. Issue 2. That looks like a Peach Momoko cover. This is 3. Yeah, issue 3. Sometimes he gets double, so I've got to check my numbering. If anybody's read that Black Label series, let me know. That's a new one for me. And then we've got RWBY, which I believe was pronounced Ruby. issue number 1, the 2 covers for that. Then he's got some of the Sandman Universe, The Dreaming by Cy Spurrier. So this has got issue number 1 of that. And then he's got Sandman Universe Hellblazer issue 1 with 2 covers for that. No, 3 covers for that. 4 covers for that. Wow. And 2 of that last one there. Lots of goodies there. And then it jumps to issue 12. I don't know what happened there, but that's a great cover. Holy cow, look at that. That is a gorgeous cover. Is Ruben in the chat? What's going on, Ruben? I'm going through DC box number, oh, drat, where'd it go? 9, DC 9 in the Sandman Universe stuff. So Sandman Lock and Key, which Rod sent me an issue from this run recently. There's a great cover. Wow. Holy cow. The artwork, man. Unbelievable. Gorgeous stuff. Gorgeous stuff. All right. And now, now we've reached Shazam. Yeah. Whoa. So this is the Jeff Johns Shazam run, which I want to say I read the first few. So there's cover A and cover B. Then we jump to issue 2, cover A, and the B cover is Samney. Look at that. That is a phenomenal cover. Chris Samney, man. Lights out. Gorgeous. Ooh, and look at this B cover by Cho. It's gorgeous too. Holy cow. The variants of these are gorgeous. Issue 4, the A cover. And the B cover is a Jim Lee. Look at that. What's going on, Eric? 9-panel grid is in the chat. What's going on? We all know how much of a Hellblazer fan you are. Yeah. I'm just not. I just couldn't. I've never been able to get into him. I like him in other books. I like him when he shows up in, Justice League Dark or something. When he shows up in a Justice League book or when Batman needs him for something. That I enjoy. Like a small, but like he's like pepper. Too much pepper in a meal, and you're just like, oh my God, all I taste is pepper now. Issue number 5, cover A, and the B cover. I don't recognize this artist, but it's not a bad cover there. The B cover's usually pretty solid on DC titles. A cover for issue 6. Issue 7, A cover. B cover is by Ivan Reis. Charging up his phone. Issue 8. Yes, and issue 8 variant is gorgeous. It's Cho again. I love these covers. God, his artwork is so good. Oh my God. So good. So good. Issue 9 giving me Cheshire Cat vibes there. Issue 10, we got the Gingerbread War. All right. Ooh, Dustin Nguyen. For the win. Issue 10 has a Dustin Nguyen cover. Lots of great variants in here, buddy. There was just 10. Yeah, it's 10. But then we jumped to 12. I don't know if I missed an 11 in there somewhere. There's issue 12. And the variant for issue 12? Yes. The variant for issue 12. Oh, Tedesco is on number 13. Look at that. Tedesco never messes up, man. Look at that. That is fantastic. Look at the whole Marvel family. Gosh, I love that. That is beauty. Issue 14. If anyone's read this run and particularly loved it or hated it or whatever, let me know. There's another issue 14, a variant. Ooh, look at this cover. Is this cover A for issue 15? That's a great, look at the artwork on that. That's gorgeous. Oh, but it's going to be hard to beat the B cover for 15. And that ends the Shazam run that I got here. Look at that cover. Wow. Callie's in the chat. What's going on, Callie? How you doing, my friend? He says he read issue 1, and I think that's as far as I got. I think I tried issue 1, and then I didn't go beyond that, which isn't fair. Oh, and I missed. It includes the King Shazam from the Year of the Villain Infected. So there's another Shazam to throw into that set. Okay, let's see where I'm going here. All right. Ooh, I got a Star Trek The Next Generation issue 7. Don't know that one. Let's see here. I got Strange Adventures, which I want to say I might have given away this whole run at some point. It was a very good read, but I was trying to cull some space, and I figured I'd give a whole set of them away at some point. And then we got a Suicide Squad number 9, the new Suicide Squad, and a Suicide Squad variant for issue number 1. I don't know that I know that artist, but this came from a Spider-Man booth box. You got the little sticker there. Almost done with this box. Yes, I did say Star Trek Next Generation issue 7. All right, the rest of this looks like Superman. So let's give Legion his due here. We got some Superman. Firstly, we got a 15 center. This is issue 223. A reader copy here that's definitely seen a little life. I don't know that cover would hold on, but if somebody needed it to fill out a run, it might be a good giveaway book. So this is issue 223 of Superman, a 15 center there. It says, "Sorry, Superman, but our tests reveal that you now have only 50% of your powers. That means we're rejecting you from our club, the Galacticons." There you go. Gore says he enjoyed the Hulk run by Bruce Jones from 2002. It's banner centered, which upset some fans. Mature content, tragic at times, and wonderfully painful. Recommending it. All right, there you go. If you look fast, the girl in blue could pass as the Canary. That's a stretch. That's a stretch. Of course, issue 78, the die cut issue 78, which I do have a copy of this. Definitely can give that away. Ooh, is this the first appearance of this blue Superman? I can't remember. Issue 123. There's 2 covers for that one. I don't know that I have read this Dan Jurgens issue. Is that a first appearance of him in the blue electric suit? I can't remember. Let's see, it's a glow in the dark cover. One of those was a glow in the dark cover. Okay, there you go. I dug that run as well, Gore. Really great covers by Care Andrews. Okay, there you go. Older DC, that Superman was sweet. All right, let's see what else we got here. Anybody let me know if that one was an important issue. I can't remember. Can't recall. Here's a great, looks like an Alex Ross cover, but I don't see any kind of signature on it. Issue 675. That's a beautiful variant. That'd be fun to give away at some point. And oh yeah, I think I have some of these Bendis Superman issues. This is issue 4. It is the first blue Superman. That's what I thought. Thanks, Trev. I appreciate you, sir. Oh no, a Rob Liefeld Superman drawing. Oh goodness. Robbie. I have one of these Superman variants. I think it's issue 10 or 8. That's a cover by, I think it's Adam Hughes, but the error is it's an error comic because the inside says cover, variant cover by Rob Liefeld when it's not. Rob Liefeld does the next issue. Kind of funny. John, you can put any of those red and blue Superman books into the Matt and Clemson giveaway pile. All right. The red and blue Supermans, I'm assuming you mean the older ones, not the current runs, not the Bendis Ivan Rice stuff. There's some there. Final Fate. Oh, Crypto. Look at a Crypto cover. It's got a fire hydrant and Supergirl and Superman and the cat. Has a big line through it. What's the cat's name? It starts with an S. It's not Sparky. It's Streaky, right? Streaky the cat. I know some things. I'm not just a Marvel X-Men guy. I know some stuff. Oh, Superman, the Super Sons return. I like the Super Sons. I need to get an omnibus of that at some point. You secretly love Liefeld. Does he? White hot intensity, right? Hate it with a white hot intensity. There's a deceased variant for Superman 16. Superman 17, The Time for the Truth. And there's 2 copies of that one. 2 copies are there. Superman 17. Oh, there's 2 copies of that one. Wait a second. Was that the same issue? Oh, I got 4 copies of issue 17. Was that a big deal? Was that when he told his identity to the world or something? I think that's what it was. There's a fun variant. Who did this one? I can't tell. That's a fun variant. The truth has been revealed. Will it change everything? I don't know. Did it change everything? How's he doing now? Is Superman still around? I think she's still around. Number 17 with the W. Which one? This one? I'll put one of those aside for you, man. 23. He's getting struck by lightning. I think there's a Shazam cover like that says it tickles, right? 25. Sorry, I'm not holding them up very well. I suck at this YouTube thing. There's 27. Oh, there's a nice Lois cover. Look at that. That's a great cover. Good Valentine's cover. Okay, and then this is the relaunch. Let me put these down here. And I want to say I have not tried this relaunch at all, but this is the Jamal Campbell's writing this, right? I'm drawing it, right? Yeah, Jamal Campbell, really talented. I loved the Far Sector series he did. Really great. There's issue 1, issue 2, and issue 3 with another good Kiss cover, but that looks not like a good thing. That looks like a bad Kiss. And then, yes, Superman 78, which I have a variant for this. I have a variant cover for that one. All right, lots of goodies there. All right, let's try to get these back in that box. All right, I got to write down what I got in there. Pearl, Shazam, Superman, Sandman. What else did I miss? Rorschach. If I can spell Rorschach, I'm doing better than I thought I was. Okay, the question. And let's see here. Yeah, that's most of what was in that box. So I can kind of use that on the lid. Move that over there. The current run is great, says Trev. I really loved the Philip Kennedy Johnson Battle World stuff. I read that and caught up on that digitally. That was really solid, very entertaining. Superman hasn't been around since the 70s. Fair. All right. There we go. Let's see if I can get all the Superman stuff back in the box here. All right. And Rorschach and Pearl. Okay. And then I'll put some of these at the front here. And I'm going to put some blue painter's tape on this one because it sounds like Magic Lasso is really needing this one cover. I'll do my best. So there, one more box out of the way. Working my way through this amazing and epic collection from Ruben Guzman. One more DC box is done. Comic Chef is in the chat. Top of the day to you too. How's your Saturday going? I hope Valentine's was a busy day at the restaurant, probably. So you were probably working hard on Valentine's Day. One of those people that is an essential worker on Valentine's, especially, right? Hope the restaurant was bustling. Things were really happening. All right. Oh, I forgot to put Naomi back. Naomi, what are you doing? You got to get back in this box too. All right, I'll put you right by the Pearl books again. Where were we? Right here. Boom. All right. Let's see. I think I have time. 1 hour and 4 minutes. Let's do one more box, gang. Let's do a Marvel box here. And let's see what we got. This is box number 7. Yes, Marvel box number 7. So we're going to do box 7 here. I'm going to flip the other way. All right. Move that lid out of the way. And yeah, what am I looking for? I'm looking for books I want to keep. I'm looking for books that I think I can give away as things for the channel members or things for the 3,000 subscriber event I'm planning here soon. I'm looking for things I can offer for a fair price for Comics Curing Cancer and for Heroes for Heroes. So when I do those charity auctions, some of these I can bundle together and make a little money for these amazing causes and give these books out to the community. So a lot of that kind of stuff is what I'm really looking for. Occasionally I'll find like a run that I might want to read. So I'll piece those together and put them to the front of the box so that I can then take the time at some point to skim through and be like, oh, I wanted to read Pearl or what have you. So there's a little bit of that going on here as well. Sometimes it fills out a run for me. The stuff that I'm adding to my collection usually is run fillers, upgrades, or keys that I might want, or in some cases, a really great variant cover that I want. I don't have that cover and I really want to keep it. But those are the things I'll keep for me. But it's going to be a very small amount of the total. I think so far I've been very patient and haven't been just absorbing a ton of this into my collection. I may go back through and change my mind later. So this box looks like it has a lot of Thor related stuff. It starts off with the War of the Realms. So let me pull all that out first. Oh, and it's a lot. It's a lot. Woo-wee. Oh my goodness. All right. That stops right there. Oh my goodness. I can't even do it in one big grab. Oh my gosh. It's so much War of the Realms stuff. So we've got War of the Realms, Jason Aaron Russell Donham issue number 1. And I believe I have this variant cover that I really thought was beautiful. I can't even remember who the artist is on that one. But that's a really cool Thor cover. And he's got issue 1 in a few different manners. Whoops, sorry. I'm really not holding these up well. This YouTube thing. Sheena, this YouTube thing. I'm really struggling. What's going on? What's going on? Melanin and Manga. She's still at work. Wanted to say hi. I appreciate you doing that, Sheena. I hope your Saturday's doing okay. Another issue. I got all the issue 1 variants. If somebody needs War of the Realms issue 1, I may be able to hook that up because I got a ton of these. I got a ton. All right. Issue number 2. Whoops, sorry. I'm really not doing this justice here. And then it jumps to issue 5, which may mean that there's 2, 3, there's a 3 and a 4 somewhere else. But I got 5 and I got 6. And then it looks like this is a variant for what? War of the Realms issue 6. Okay. A Young Guns variant. Ooh, can I get the board back into the bag now? Hold it up a little too hard. Okay. This is Mike Del Mundo. That's a cool looking cover. That is a great cover. All right. Then we've got War of the Realms Omega, which they used to do those Alpha and Omega books to start and end each series, each event. Marvel had like a habit of doing that. I don't know the logic behind that, but whatever. And then are these the connecting variants? They look like the connecting covers. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. I've got the whole connecting variant set, international connecting variants. So how do they piece together? That doesn't look like it goes that way. Does it go this way? Doesn't look like it goes that way either. How do these connect? I will figure this out one day, guys. This is rocket science. It's complicated. Don't be so hard on me. But yeah, a whole set of the like War of the Realms, just the connecting. That might be a fun giveaway, actually. All 6 covers to connect. That's kind of dope. That's kind of dope. And then there's the War Scrolls, issue number 1. And then the variant has got our guy, Daredevil, on the cover. I might just keep that for the cover. That cover is gorgeous. That's a beauty. And then issue number 2, I remember this is him when he gets the sword, right? He gets Heimdall's sword. We have our guy, Daredevil. Yeah, because I have this cover. This is a Del Mundo or a Chuchetto cover. So good. I wish this had lasting impact. I wish that Daredevil had been changed a little bit by this. So yes, this is War of the Realms 3, the variant where we see Daredevil getting the sword. This cover's freaking gorgeous. What's up, Wellbore? Good to see you, sir. All right. Then we've got a whole bunch more here. Yeah. This looks like it's all tie-ins to War of the Realms. So let's see what we got. We got Giant Man. 1 and 2. We've got Uncanny X-Men, War of the Realms 1 and 2. We've got Punisher, War of the Realms, which I heard this was actually very good. This is like Punisher fighting frost giants with like machine guns. So good. There's issue 2 of that. There's War of the Realms, Spider-Man and the League of Realms. I remember him, going into, you know, all the different realms as Spider-Man with his gear, all his stuff. He's flying around with, chopping bad guys' heads off. This is issue 2. Issue 3. Looks like he's fighting the Executioner. Maybe. And then we got Strike Force, the Dark Elf Realm. Strike Force, the Land of Giants. And then another cover for that one. And then a variant of some sort. Strike Force, the War Avengers. Strike Force, the War Avengers. And then just Strike Force 1. So I didn't read, I did not read all the tie-ins for the War of the Realms, but I enjoyed the main series and the ones I was reading. I felt like it was, for whatever reason, I think it was just because it was so massive. To Comic Chef's point here, so massive that it became overwhelming and people felt like they just didn't want anything to do with it. But I was very entertained by it. I think it had some real consequences. I liked where it set Thor at sort of the end of Jason Aaron's run, which is one of my favorites. And I just think it was too, they wanted it to be so interconnecting, right? All the comics, like, King in Black or, those kind of big events were tying into it. But I really enjoyed it. So I think it would be a fun thing to reread, like digitally, where you can get all of it in one big go. I think it would be, a very entertaining thing to have in that format. Next, we've got a ton of Thor. So let's do that. And some of these, some of these I may need to complete some of my runs of Thor. First off, we got Donny Cates's Thor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, yes. 8, 9. Ooh, lots of 9, 10, 11. So I have never read Donny Cates's Thor. I know some people loved it. Some people hated it. I know it was kind of at the end of his time making comics, when he, before he had his accident and everything. But I am very curious to read it. So issue 1, he's got several variants for that. Issue 2, there's a 5th printing and a 6th printing. So I've got several printings of issue 2. Is that when they have was it Black Winter first appearance or whatever? Issue 3, I've got one of those. Issue 4, I've got 2 different covers for that. Issue 5, the Black Winter comes for his herald. Issue 6, issue 7. Who's the artist on that? I feel like I know that artist, but I don't know issue 7. Issue 8, 9. Oh, 9 is when it starts to be like him and his alter ego again, right? Yeah, like Donald Blake comes back. Number 9 with a really great Frizzen cover. The Phoenix variant. That is gorgeous. Valkyrie as the Phoenix. That's kind of gorgeous. Issue 10, the Null variant. Issue 11, he's fighting a dragon. And issue 11, the Knock floating head variant. So there's some Thor goodness. A bunch of that I've never read. Then we've got Return of the Valkyries, some more floating head variants. More floating head variants. There's issue 12 of the Donny Cates one. Okay, so let me put those other ones aside. The Rise of the Valkyries. So issue 12. There's a fun variant cover there. Enjoying that. Issue 13. And issue 13 has a Cho variant, so gotta get the Cho variant. Those are always great. And issue 14 is the finale, I guess. Ooh, lost the earphone there. Not that I'm listening to anybody but my own voice. Then it jumps to 21 and 24, right? Okay, so let me set those with the Donny Cates stuff. That's all Cates all day. All right. Put that at the front of the box here. Then we've got Jason Aaron's King Thor. which I don't know that I read that, but it's supposed to be the ending, right? To the whole thing, right? It's got Isad Ribic doing some of the art again. It's like the finale to the whole story. And then the God Butcher stuff. So I've never read that. If you've read any of that, let me know. Conlon Comics, hello to you. I am having a good Saturday, and I'm hoping to see you on Tuesday night on my channel when we're talking about Marvel Team Up 149 as we continue the New Mutants Omnibus. Very much looking forward to that. Oh, I got to wake up Old Wolf. Old Wolf, I have a 12 center. The Two Gun Kid, issue 71. Showdown with Jesse James. So, the great Two Gun Kid finally made his first and last mistake. There we go. The Two Gun Kid, issue 71. A Western comic. Old school, man. Old school. Look at that. Sorry, did I not hold it up long enough? Gore says, today my LCF is having a bag and board party. All right. A comic packed bin is sorted by customers. Owners does not know what's in it. 2 weeks ago, they found 2 Avenger Annuals 10. Oh, wow. That's amazing. There we go. All right. Put that at the front. Oh, and now we have reached the Venom section of the box. So I feel like we're going to get a lot of Donny Catesy. This is like a Donny Catesy box here. Marvel Tales Venom. True Believer. Shiver. Whoop. Super chat. Let me pause Venom here before we get too deep. Thank you, Damien. I appreciate you, man, for my travels. Well, there you go, because I am going to be on my way up to see you very soon. Let's see what we got. How about some kids? Yeah, I used to put my kids in their footy jammies and slide them and sling them all around the floor. That's just good fun, man. That's just good fun. And how about a little singing?
We built this city on rocket. Yeah.
That is how we built those cities, right? Let's see. Those are days, right? Those are days, well, more for sure. And to be able to like play them on here from time to time, keep them fresh in the memory. That's what it's all about for sure. So thank you, Damien. I appreciate you, man. This is Venom by Herrera and Way. I don't know that series. This looks like a early 2000s, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. Oh, I love this cover from the Venom First Host. This cover is phenomenal, and I have this one. That's a great variant. Venom Incorporated. All right, haven't read that. A Venomized variant and some Venom. Ooh, okay. That's a Venomverse variant with Rogue Venomized. That's kind of fun. That's kind of nice. Venom by DaCosta. And then we're into Donny Cates' Venom. So let me set these. Whoa, lost the headphones there. Only got so many hands here. We're into the Donny Cates era stuff here. So this is the Null stuff, right? Issue 1. And then it goes to issue 5 with a kind of fun Fantastic Four variant there. And then this one, I can't read the issue number, but it's got a nullified cover. I don't know that one. Coffee and snacks are provided. My goodness, this is a great comic shop. Then the annual number 1, the Sienkiewicz cover, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And then we go into issues 7 and 11. And 11, the Watchmen variant. And then Venom Unleashed. Lots of tie-in stuff going on here. All right. And the rest of this. Oh, all right, here we go. Venom Unleashed, War of the Worlds Venom, a Carnageized variant, issue 16. Oh, this one's backwards, issue 17. Some different variants for 17. So it's the latter half of the Donny Cates run, which I have most of this. I don't know that I have all these variants, although I love a bunch of them. That cover is amazing. I enjoyed Venom Island. The Good Son. All right, some of the tie-ins as we lead into the big finale. Ooh, he's got this one in a bag. I'm gonna have to look at this KRS and see if this is a fancy. Look at that cover. Remake of that Hulk cover. We have to look into that one. He's got it in a special bag. You gotta pay attention to those. So this is sort of the end of his Venom run, and that's how this box wraps up. Let's put those back in and load the more of the Realm books back in too. All right, so I don't lose any of those. All right, let's label that one Venom. It's really the Donnie Cates box at this point. That's what it is. Yeah, that should do it. That should do it. So if anybody's missing stuff from that run, I think I can hook you up. Donnie Cates' Venom, Donnie Cates' Thor, lots of goodies there. Cates' Venom run is only 32 issues, but you want to complete the whole thing with variants, it's pricey. Yeah. Oh, for sure. And if you want all the tie-ins for the events, like Carnage and the King in Black and all that kind of stuff, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. It's an iconic series. That Venom run is par excellence, but a lot to take in for sure. A ton of stuff for sure. That's going to be it. An hour and 21 minutes. I owe family time now, so I'm going to take off, you guys, and try to clean this up a little bit. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for the super chats. The new channel member from Rod, I appreciate you. I'll show the needing to be updated channel member list. These are the homies that are keeping the lights on for me and making sure that I'm able to jump into other chats and give people pass the super chat love around. My plan is Tuesday night, I'm hosting Omni X-Men. Conlin's coming on, and we're talking about Marvel Team Up. And then Wednesday, I'm on JP's channel. We're talking about Wonder Woman Dead Earth. That should be amazing. We should have Dungeons and Dragons tomorrow night, but I can't promise it. And I'll be doing scattered stuff across the YouTubes over the next week because I'm off and I'm enjoying some of the time. So definitely a little bit of that fun happening, right? But thanks everybody for coming by. I appreciate all of you spending a little Saturday morning time with us. And I'm going to get out of here and I'll see you guys in the chats. Bye.